takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, break.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's another Seahawks first down. A gain of 12. First down, Seahawks.
And now an audible here into something else. Back to Walker on first down. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them, but boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Got him in, it's Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Shuck. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Van Loring. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go! Viking 18. 79 Broncos. 19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 57 yards. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Panther 11. Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. Let's stay 19. Take go.
To throw now, Shuck. It's brought in by Wilson. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down and inches. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Let's stay 19. Cut 19. Cut 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Slot man moves right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be knocked down hard started at the end of that one.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Out of the gun now on third down. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. Shuck now to throw. Got his man, it's Spooden. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Company.
To throw is Shuck. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
5 at the 38-yard line.
To the air again, here's Shuck. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
Eagles first down.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Boye Mafe in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Shuck. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They go play action here with Shuck. This is Smith with the ground. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Shuck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Okay, break. 18, Pioneer. Come on, set. Nike, 18.
Back to throw again. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No. It's incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, here we go. 18, Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They'll
start the drive. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
7 wings. Check. 79 Bronco. 18 Pioneer.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
60, go.
They throw it out right complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing, Shuck. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Shuck looking to throw once more. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
20 more yards. That's another Eagles.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw now, Shuck. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Seahawks have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Eagles 20. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Pitch and catch to Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So no gain on the play. And it brings up third and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here we go on second and 12. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go street. Check go.
That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's another Eagles first down.
Shuck now to throw. This is, oh no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Ready, play.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Get it. 19, 18. Ready, play.
Looking to throw.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
7-2. Cougar 19.
Now back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Trap roll 80. Panther 11. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Shuck. Out left and complete to Thornton. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Play action. Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
A big play looming on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
1st First and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
At the 36-yard line.
Here comes second down at 5. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here now, third down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on fourth and long. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
From the 17, they work on second and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors 70, 79 Broncos.
Throwing, Shuck. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now a tough spot here. This is third and 10. Out to the right here to Wilson. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
60 Mavericks. Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
it's an enormous call here. They'll go for two. One play to keep their postseason alive. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Buffalo 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Here's 2nd down.
Here you go. Charger 11. Viking 18. Dragon 60. Cut 19. Cut 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.